Hi, everybody. That didn't sound right. Hello, everybody. Nope. BRIDGECO. Welcome. Wife, sick, sad. Like, subscribe. Let's get sadder. 2 episodes left, like I said. So let's jump into this. We'll talk a little more in the final video of this series in the next video, but we're gonna keep it rolling.
117-252, DAHMER. 119-942, Bryant.
What? Just gonna start getting fan mail and shit.
I put in a request for 2 cyanide capsules and a razor blade.
What?
Dear Jeff, my friends think I'm crazy for writing to you, but they made a comic book about you. Did you know? I think it's cool. I've always been into scary stuff.
Being into scary stuff. Completely different things.
I'll send you more if you write back. Your biggest fan, Alice.
Who does that?
I don't. I
They
will
do it for
never.
fucking Chris Watts too.
Yeah, they
That's
do it
just
for
disgusting.
everybody. I don't understand the mentality there. Just tracing his hand. That's ominous to do.
You ever notice how this looks just like a human thumb? At least that's how they look when I was done with them. More like this.
You're a fucking freak, dude. I don't like that, son.
My fans do.
It's like reverting back to being in high school and being rude and obnoxious for attention.
I'll get it.
No, this is crazy.
What?
I could still smell it. What he did to those people.
And where else am I supposed to go? Huh? Couldn't afford it even if I wanted to.
Well, then promise me this. If you get scared, I'll go where the others go. You know where everyone else is going at night, right?
Will you stop? You acting like Jeff Dahmer gonna jump out the shadows and try to get me.
To say, what are you really afraid of at this point? Ew, I don't like this.
Gave you 20 bucks. You think you could get me something?
Is that like whale calls? It is.
The fuck?
Is he just intentionally pissing people off?
Well, it says I can't have that.
Sounds of people getting killed.
It's whale noises. They're soothing to me. I paid for that. You can't just take it.
Fuck you, Dahmer. Should have given you the electric chair.
I asked them to. Gave me 900 years instead.
The one thing that I keep saying, keeps coming back, is just he acts like a child. And I don't know what he's trying to accomplish by just pissing everybody off around him.
Would you be so kind as to autograph this for me? I've included a return envelope with postage for your convenience. Thank you. Josh Mahoney.
Like, who the fuck would do that?
Mr. Goldstein, I'm not doing this for money. No amount of money can bring my son Tony back.
Jeffrey Dahmer's father has written a book. And my guess is it's going to sell way more copies than some comic book. Hell, even small donations that Dahmer's fans might be sending him in prison. And they are. I read that in the paper.
They are.
I don't think he's going to be sharing any of that money with you or any of the other victims' families, not voluntarily anyway.
What makes Lionel Dahmer's narrative so compelling? Ooh, compelling. Honey, this is fantastic.
It's pretty good, I think.
Sounds good.
Hey, Dahmer. Let's go.
A father's story.
Sorry.
Pretty sure this is the kind of scenario he was murdered in.
The judge said that the families would be entitled to those profits. Well, he earns 25 cents an hour working in the prison, and people send him money.
All he does is buy coffee and cigarettes.
The judge said that the families would be entitled to that.
Oh, geez, this is just this.
Look, I understand that people are...
Hello?
Why don't you go back to where you came from?
Hello?
Nobody wants you here, then go back.
I just want to take some pictures.
haunted by him.
เป็นยังแม่ตัดนะออกจากคุก
บอกว่าเรื่องอันนี้อีกก็พาบอกว่าซื้อลูกอีก
We are gathered to celebrate bravery, valor.
Everyday citizens driven in your life not by reward, but by principle.
We take care of our own.
Facing great obstacles, this brave woman went above and beyond.
The obvious contrast in settings.
I will accept this award on one condition. Don't let this happen again.
Thank you. You're welcome. That was a good thing you tried to do. But when I got trash to take up, I take it up to the 3rd floor, down the hall, all the way down to the alley, just so I don't have to walk past that sumbitch's apartment.
$10 million, huh? You fucking... How about you leave well enough alone and fuck off back...
Excuse me, everyone. Can I have your attention, please? That your rent will be lowered by 25%. For those wishing to break your lease, there will be no penalty in doing so.
My name is Glenda Cleveland.
Yes, I know who you are. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's the dad from Even Stevens.
They never found a whole body. You know, just parts.
Maybe I could speak with his father.
Certainly is.
I knew something was wrong. And I never should have trusted the police when they said everything was okay.
You do everything you can.
There really wasn't much else he could have done.
Producer's got cold feet, I guess. I'd have had Raquel Welch play you, Ma. I know you always liked her. He really loved you, Ma. In his own way. And you did your best with him.
Try to get him to go to church.
Oh, one more.
What exactly do you boys think you're doing?
Nothing. We're just having some fun.
Like, it's my mama's home.
Hey, we are on the sidewalk. What are you? What the fuck?
People were murdered in here.
Sorry, Ma. I shouldn't have lost my temper like that.
Come on, let's get the baby in the house.
I can't blame her.
Started having obsessive violence, intermingled with sex.
Doesn't seem like proper restaurant.
Dining. Right.
He was conducted on this 14-year-old boy. Jeffrey had drilled a hole in his head and poured in acid. A crude attempt at lobotomy that none of his victims survived.
Why he gets to go on national TV to tell his side of the story.
I hear.
This is my life. And who is it?
It's the police.
Why?
Sandra Smith here. She's your daughter, yes? Miss Smith, you have the right to remain silent.
I didn't do anything.
For the camera.
Destroyed his camera earlier tonight. He's pressing charges.
Sure showed up that time.
Right.
Rita, get me Dean Reynolds at Public Works. Well, whatever that number is, I'm telling you, I'll do 100K over it. But I get every single fucking item, okay? Yeah, right there. You put that down right now. That's my property, asshole.
And why did he just buy all of Jeffrey Dahmer's shit? To bury it?
But I just couldn't handle the idea that that stuff would be a collector's item, right? So I paid a little more and made sure it was all destroyed. This is your cut of it. Split between 11 families, 32,000.
Hello?
Why don't you take that $850,000 and get on a nice big fucking plane and go back to the fucking...
Who the fuck called them that much? No fucking way.
Let's finish it up. Let's make it a phone call. Night, Sarge.
If that shit was real.
I have no idea how real that is. In real life, the police chief offered 24-hour protections to the family of Conorak after they received threatening phone calls in the wake of disciplinary action against the officers who returned their sons to Dahmer. The police chief said in a TV interview that the family had received phone calls from other officers and the spouse of an officer. So obviously, you know, the police chief believes it was I don't put it past people, man.
Believe me, I understand. You're gonna have to face your fears.
I want to let you know that the city is buying the building, and it's being demolished.
Demolished? They should do some sort of a memorial. Something that will honor their memory. That's the least they could do.
Guaranteed they didn't.
Right.
I'll be satisfied as long. You fucking deserve it! You fucking deserve it! You don't deserve to be in here! You fucking deserve it!
I mean, you get what you get, I guess.
Dear Jeff, I'm your biggest fan. You're like Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger now. Merry Christmas. Love,
like
Dave.
Fucking Myers and Freddy Krueger. That's the thing. Damn it. Spoiler alert. He dies.
What?
Yeah, I do know that. Oh God, wasn't expecting that attack.
No, I didn't know that was the thing. I don't know a lot of shit.
I know very little. I had to do a little research in the middle of that. So the police chief does believe officers were calling that family. Like we've said, Glenda Cleveland was a real person, but they've kind of condensed multiple characters. Glenda Cleveland, the show kind of represents the community, the people directly in that area that were affected by it, all sorts of stuff like that. So I wanted to look that up about the officer stuff. No, they weren't awarded Officer of the Year. That was kind of more of a way of showing how, again, the officers being welcomed back with open arms to the police, and meanwhile, they're kind of just pretending to try for victims, but they weren't. And then Jeffrey Dahmer receiving fan mail, which I know is a thing. Never understood the people that become fans of real people. Because again, I like to learn all about these things.
Too
but
scary. They know your address.
That. I don't know. The show has been wonderful, though. I think the way they've approached it, the way they have shown it, handled it, and I cannot say enough about the performances, the acting, the visuals, all of that. Amazing. The final episode soon. Oh man, this show has just makes you feel just a kind of way.
Yeah, it sure does.
So like the video, subscribe to the channel. Sorry if we brought you down. And until next time, bye.